Dear Mom, I'm writing to you for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that I watched this movie in film class. The movie was about a mom writing letters to her daughter, who's moved to America. And the film never showed the daughter responding to those letters, despite the mom pleading for a response. It made me think about how much distance there is between us. Not just physical distance, but distance of culture, values, and mindset. The other reason I'm writing is because of an experience I had with edibles. Since breaking up with Victoria, I've been trying a lot of new experiences. I've had to find an entirely new friend group. I meet new people all the time, and I get to reinvent myself every day. Letting go of ideas of who I thought I was. And getting high for the first time was one of those new experiences. I hope you're not too shocked by this information. I've decided that I'm too old to be keeping secrets from my parents. The first time I tried weed, it made everything seem really interesting. I felt a sense of awe and wonder that I haven't experienced since I was a child. Like, all of my cynicism was just stripped away. I wish you could experience something like that, but I know you wouldn't try drugs in a million years. But more recently, I had another experience. I felt something entirely different, beneath the childlike wonder. There were a lot of emotions that came to the surface. In that moment, I felt very alone and very fragile. I felt like a child who got lost far from home. And I realized how much I miss living with people who care about me. Usually when I tell people I moved to America by myself, they ask me if I miss my parents, and I usually say, nope. I know that's exactly how you felt when you moved out of your parents' home. You always see moving out as a triumph, and I've tried to see it that way myself. But since I'm now separated from Victoria, I feel more alone than ever. In my 20s, I'm going through an adolescence of rebellion, angst, and nihilism. In my 20s, I've become selfish, angry, and rude. I have the emotional depth of a teenager. But these are experiences I'm having for the first time. When I was really in my teens, I thought I had the maturity of an adult. I knew how the world worked. I just didn't know how to live in it. As a teenager, my head was completely empty. I followed the religion of my family. I believed God would plan my life for me so I wouldn't have to worry about anything. I believed I would not touch another person until after marriage. And I believed I would never experience the effects of drugs, or even want to. I believed God made a world of order and justice and unity. But I couldn't boil an egg, and I definitely couldn't hold a job. In my 20s, I hold 3 jobs now, and I cook multiple eggs a week. But I no longer believe in God. I live in a world of chaos, injustice, and isolation. I'm frequently mourning the person I once was. I recently printed out some photos of myself as a child. I stuck them up on the wall next to my bed so that I could look at them and be reminded of how far I've come. And at the same time, I'm also guilt-tripping myself into becoming a better person. But lately, I've been looking at these pictures of myself and I'm feeling just feeling really quite ashamed of who I've become. And I realize now that I miss your never-ending praise. I miss how you believe in me no matter what, no matter how incompetent I've become. I never realized this before, but I really, really miss you. And I haven't told you this nearly often enough.